In 10th place after the first heat here in Winterberg, the American team of Mark Grimette and Larry Dolan sliding together for the first time ever.
1, 2.
Tim, these guys have a lot of experience individually. In fact, of course, Mark Grimette was a great doubles rider, 4th place at the Olympics in 1994, then teamed with John Edwards. And Larry's got to be one of the most talented young sliders just emerging onto the single scene. Larry's a little small for a single slider, and it fits naturally at the bottom man is smaller in doubles, so that's why they're trying this teaming. And I'd say first time together in the first heat at 10th place, that's not bad. Very solid. I think they'll be happy with it.
Grimette from Muskegon, Michigan. Larry Dolan from Morrisonville, New York. Who's doing the steering here?
Well, they both do the steering, Tim. The bottom guys on the sled has more contact with him and steer more, but you can see they're rocking around. You can see a little early there. You can see Mark is a bit high in the top. You see his head a lot higher. That's of course because they're not used to sliding together. You see his shoulders there lifted. That's the things that they'll have to get comfortable with. But hey, still a first place time early here in the second heat.
Great performance by better than 0.2 of a second. The Americans move into the lead.
And here we see him in the course. You see him getting in too early right there. But you also see Mark's head bouncing around. His shoulders are up. He needs to be low down. That comes with time.
Good job, Larry.
Hey, Mark.
Good job,
First race.
122.491 in their first race. Back to the top we go from Russia, the team of Albert Demchenko and Semen Kolobayev.
Well, Demchenko is, of course, another veteran singles driver. We'll see him in the singles competition later today. But does a lot of doubles. That's the Luge. There's your Luge thing right there. Just 1,000th of a second over the start. The only Olympic sport time to 1,000th of a second. And that's where it shows up. You need that clock sometimes. You need the bell.
Going at 70 miles an hour, 1,000th of a second has to be about the width of a strand of hair.
It's not a lot of room, but you got to be perfect. And as Glenn said earlier about this course, you have to have good runs. You cannot make mistakes. It really takes the time out. And this course is fast right through here. I once saw Duncan Kennedy run at 92 miles an hour at this part of the course.
Well, not quite 90 miles an hour, but across the finish line, the Russians with a time better than the Americans, 41.061 here in heat number 2.
We see him up here coming off the start curve. Nice form, much smoother than if you remember the team, the Romanians earlier when they rocked them out. They came around nice and smooth and, of course, had a much better time.
2 heat combined time for Demchenko and Kolobayev, 122.318. They have the lead for the time being. From Italy, one of the young Italian teams, Gerhard Plunkensteiner and Oswald Kasselrieder. Big things expected from this team.
Now, this is a young team that has had some really good times in some races. Haven't got the 2 heats together, but this is a team that look first place, Tim, right now. Great start, right off the top. The Italians very strong, despite those speed suit colors.
Subjectivity. That's your right as the color analyst.
But they're a solid team on this sled. We'll see with all the Italians in the competition today. You won't see many Italian names, of course. They come from very north in Italy, where German is actually the mother tongue. And the names, of course, Kasselrieder and Plunkensteiner are really German origin. They're having a great the differential in time. We're still early here in the second heat.
Russians are in first place. The Italians chasing them. Across the finish line, great time by 0.315 for the heat. And over a half second, the Italians have moved into first place.
That's a solid time, too. Really, really.
All right.
Now getting set at the top, when we return, the American team of Chris Thorpe and Gordy Shear doing a little communicating with one another.
Nice and relaxed, all right?
Okay.
Not overwork it.
Nope.
So not sleep, though, all right?
Drive the lines, fix any mistakes I make.
All right, no choking.
All right.
Stay with us.
Okay.
Americans Chris Thorpe and Gordy Shear are the defending world silver medalists, and they certainly know what winning can do to a friendship.
Well, I think winning helps, but we've always been friends, so that helps as well. But definitely when you're doing well, you stay together better.
It's very easy for a team to be getting along great when they're doing well, but the true test is when you start having problems. That's a test of A, your friendship, and B, how good you really are together as athletes. That kind of gets at the core of what makes a good doubles team is you know, can you get over these problems? Can you get along as friends? under all circumstances.
Ready? Set. 1, 2.
Chris Thorpe and Gordy Shear, 7th place after the first heat.
Tim, this is a team with great experience. It's the most medaled sled in the history of U.S. sled racing. Bob, Luge, Skeleton, 10 medals in 11 races last year. And I want you to look at their form on the sled, how tight they are, how far back Chris is. And remember what I said at the top. Chris, the front guy, talking to Gordy to the back guy, saying, fix any mistakes. Even though Chris can see, Gordy's the one laying on the sled more and has more control. So if Chris makes an error, he's counting on the blind driver in the rear to fix it for him.
Thorpe from Marquette, Michigan, Shear from Croton, New York. They generally don't talk, though, once the race has begun.
No, that thing at the stop is great for the start, but when you're going down this course at 80 miles an hour, there's no time for talking. You're coming around the big finish curve now. They'll look for their time. Ooh, oh, Tim, just 2,900, just a bit back off, but a pretty solid looking second heat. We see him here up towards the middle of the course. And look at the form, I said, how straight and even on the sled, how in line they are. Really nice driving form for the Americans. They're solid on the sled, obviously.
121.725, second place for Thorpe and Shear behind the Italians,
That's right.
whom Chris Thorpe congratulates right now.